Hey guys, welcome back to Tower Road Farm. Yeah, we've been busy. Yes, we got 5 little babies on the go here. Got their feeder in there, and their water, heat lamp and everything. It's in our living room. So we had 6 total out of the 12 eggs in the first incubator hatch. Which is kind of amazing since Dr. Pecker just discovered he was a rooster. And I had the 6 hens just started laying. Well, a couple of them did. And I've never done it before. So for a bunch of newbies, hi guys, we did pretty good. These ones are all healthy and happy. But one was shrink wrap bad, and I think he was stuck inside the egg. Yeah, but he survived. I managed to do surgery, and we're gonna go there in a second. We'll shut the video off so we don't show our messy house because we had to tear stuff, move stuff around, and it's just a mess in here at the moment. So, off we go to check on the other guy. Alrighty, we're going to check on the other guy. We nicknamed him Scar because he's got a scar on his back, or its back. So, you're looking at this and, what the heck is this redneck situation? So, we didn't want to lose your last broiler lamp and stuff for one baby chick. So I took a heater and a tin pie plate and Mickey Mouse one. It's the one of the things turned down now because it's daytime, so it's warm in the house. Now, we turn the second one on at nights. Puppy's all excited, he wants to be on the thing here. So we'll take you down here and show you. You see the scar on his back? Oh, he's face really. But he's awful healthy, and he's curious. He gets all kinds of lovins because he's sitting between us at the kitchen table. So, he's not alone. Yes, we're spoiling him. So that is Scar. Kind of a rude nickname, but hopefully it's a boy. Alright guys, we're gonna go outside now and take a walk around. Come with us. Alright, here we are outside. Yes, there's a complete mess out here at the moment because I am laid up. Last Wednesday I got cellulitis in my right foot. Unfortunately, that's about the time the chicks were getting ready to hatch for the first time, so I couldn't really lead them because I have very little knowledge of what to do, and my wife and son have absolutely none. So I had to be around to help out in case something happened, which it did, as you heard about Scar. So that's last Wednesday. It's Wednesday again. So Friday night I ended up going to the hospital in the emergency room, drove myself in, 40-minute drive to the city, my right foot. So it's excruciating driving, obviously. I made it in, I get out in the waiting room, sit down in a chair. There are 4 or 5 people ahead of me. They go into the triage nurse. They come out and they're taking their seats. The waiting room is pretty much full in there. And I go into the triage. And the nurse looks concerned right away. And I take my boot off. She takes my sock off. She goes, "Oh my God, you're not going back out front." She said, "I'm getting you a chair." Next thing I know, she's got me in a wheelchair and rushed me into the back room, into the emergency rooms, and got me a room right away. And nurses were in there right away. They want to give me pain meds, but I said I can't take pain meds because I'm driving. So I still haven't had any pain medication, so I'm in extreme pain because I got to keep moving. I'm dead against pain medication unless I absolutely need it, which I probably do. But hey, still being stupid, man. So here they are. Oh, somebody's digging a dust bath. Yeah, they're all happy and healthy. There's one missing. Oh no, it's underneath. Yeah, sticking out. So this is an emergency coop design, run design. If you don't have the money for a coop, you're getting chickens, pallets are your best friend. I just made a small one because there's only 7 chickens. I put a piece plowed across here because we got them in the summer. And this has to be moved or removed. It served, the main purpose was for shade. So on half it's shaded. And this is so they wouldn't escape when they learned how to fly, because they actually started escaping. I got to fix that piece. There was laying boxes there, but I had to remove them to move it. So what I'm going to do is just take that scrap off I put on there for temporary and put another piece on this week before winter. Yeah, so I'm in bad shape. It's now at the falls here. You can see the mess I got. I moved this up this far. This has to be cleaned up before the snow flies in a month or 2. That's all reusable wood. That's what I'm going to burn for the most part. The styrofoam, I was going to get rid of it, but I might end up using pieces of it. piece of door here. I'm just going to burn that as a wooden door. And the PVC piping, I'm going to put that in a pile somewhere. So I decided, hey, okay, Dr. Pecker. So I decided, well, this little shed's going to be removed. I'm burning it here in the next couple of weeks. It's not an emergency. But all this being cleaned up in here. And I'm building an 8-foot by 40-foot chicken building here, chicken coop. That would be 320 square feet, which is almost 2 square feet of floor space per bird, and require at least a foot. Plus you got your roofs and your nesting boxes, so there's going to be all kinds of room for them. And this whole area down here is going to be the run. Yeah, we hear you. I was going to build a building up on the other side of the house, but it's further away from the house, and I'm not getting any younger, and we can get 3, 4, 5 feet of snow in the wintertime. So snow removal is going to be another problem. So if I bring it up to here, the building, I just have to, from the driveway there, down here, do a path. Because our farm store that we're going to build, oh yeah, and we're not going to build that building next year, sorry. We're just going to get it ready. Because I've done some chicken math. So we'll get to that in a minute. So instead of building, we're going to build a building here. I had a 14 by 14 building given to me about 2.5, 3 miles that way. But I'm trying to figure out how to get it here and onto this spot. So if we get that, that's great. If not, I'll have to build one here. So for a towing company to do it, it's going to be $750 to move it up here, which is not bad. I think it's going to cost me $2,000 to build a building. So this one needs work, probably another $1,000. So for about $1,750, and it's piney inside and all, it's really nice. But anyways, yeah. So we're going to have a building here one way or the other next summer, before winter. On this end of it, yeah, we hear you, buddy. On this end of it, we're going to put a kitchen wood range. It'll be at least 12 feet wide if I build it. So we kitchen wood range on this side so we can do our baked goods inside of it. And a nice little storefront. Probably make it 32 feet. Yeah, 32 feet long, 12 feet wide with a sloped roof on it. And we're going to put a deck on it here. Well, on here like this, however it's setting. And right here is going to be the parking area. And your steps coming up onto the deck is going to be right here. So this area here, from about here over to the pole, is going to be parking. I got to cut those cedars down. Oh, I was going to try to do it before winter, but I got lamed up, so I'm slowed down a bit. I love that rooster. So all the wood from that, we're going to make a log fence with the cedars along here, along the, in front of that building there, and to the back of this building here, so it's all nice and beautiful. And we're going to fill this with gravel and stuff in the spring. And we're going to burn a bunch of brush. We're going to burn all our brush down here. And we're just going to bury it with gravel and get a gravel and put a gravel thing down here. Re-gravel the driveway because it needs it. And the driveway and this parking spot over here, we're going to put down 1/4 mile. It's nice blue rock. Now, we come over to this building here. I was going to just turn this into a temporary chicken coop. But doing the chicken math, this building is about 10 by, let's say 14. But I'm saying it's closer to 16. Which is 12. Yeah, 15 or 16 feet. So we'll say 15 feet. So it's 150 square feet. We'll just before I measure it. So what I have to do here is re-level it off so the door will shut. Because we moved it around. We're going to move it. But didn't. So everything's got to come out of here next week. This floor in here is not too bad, but the second floor laid down, I got to pull this up. And I'm getting new plywood to put down with chipboard. It should take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sheets to do it. And then I'm rolling, well, before I put the floor, I'm ripping this up. I'm putting tin down on the floor, the old floor. Then I'm putting the new floor on top of it. The tin will stop rodents from digging up through, right? So that's got to be done. Over in that corner, I'm going to cut the doors for the chicken run out back. I'm putting up, again, pallets because it's cheap, fast, and safe. So this will be all done up. I'm going to want this area cleaned. So what I'm going to do in this area is I'm not putting any roosters on the side. All the roosters are going over here. Over here is going to be nesting boxes and food and water for them. Over there is going to be their roosting area and stuff, and they're getting into the run. I want to keep this area pretty much cleaned up, so there's not a lot of chicken garbage here, so it keeps their food and water clean. So all the roosters are over there, and the exit. And that's how we're gonna. Oh, and on the top of the floor, when we put new flooring on top, we're going to put blackjack driving sealant on it, which will cure pretty quick, and it's just like hard rubber, waterproof, and it's an extra barrier for rodents, and it keeps the moisture out and in. So you can just clean it out and wash it down, make it nice and clean. So the chicken math, right now we have 6 chicks born. We got 22 more in the hatchling, the automatic turner. So it's going to do better. So we probably have a 16 out of 22, let's say. Or let's say 16 out of 22. Yeah. Let's lower down. Let's make it 14. Let's be unrealistic. Let's be more realistic. So 14 and 6 is 20. So we'll have 20 chicks by this weekend coming. It's Wednesday now. They go on lockdown on Friday. I got 12 more in the other incubator, the first one we got. That holds 12 right at the moment. So let's say they do all hatches next batch. The next batch we're putting in next week is going to be 48 eggs, which we already started gathering. So 48 and 12, they're all going to hatch. Let's say miracle. That's 60 more chickens. There's 60, 70, 80 chickens we're going to have here. 80 baby chicks in another month. We're going to have 60 chickens, baby chicks. So let's say half of them are going to be roosters. So now we got 30 laying hens. All right. 30 laying hens are going to lay 60 eggs every 2 days. Or how does that work? Oh, 30 eggs every 2 days. So that's, let's top it a bit. Let's just say that's 3 dozen. Every 2 days, that's 6, blah, blah. So we're going to have quite a bit of eggs. So yeah, we have to hatch out more. But the thing is, when they get to full size, all the roosters, except for a couple, are going to be freezer. So let's say we end up hatching out another batch after this, which is another 60. So that's another 30. So that gives us 70 laying hens. So 70 laying hens are going to lay 70 dozen every 2 days. Ouch, I did it wrong. Let's go back again. My math is not great. Here we go. Live and unedited. All right, get my butt out of here. Oh yeah, we got that on charge. It's fully charged now. Because the battery's dead in the generator, but I'll still take a charge. So the power goes out, I can grab that and get the generator going right away, which is hooked to the power of the house to keep power to everything. So we'll close this. I'm not ready to come down here and work yet. As I say, it's going to be a lot of cleaning up. Now, let's get back to chicken math. Let's say we have 30 laying hens in the spring. So they have half a dozen a day. So a full dozen every 2 days. That's 30 dozen every 2 days. That's a lot of eggs to try to sell. 30 dozen eggs. So that's all we need. So if we got 60 laying hens and at least 120 square feet, or 150 square feet, sorry. That's all kinds of room from this. Well, that's over a foot square bird. Square foot per bird. So I don't need to build that building right away. We're gonna have more than enough eggs production in the spring. So the priority building is going to have to be the sales building. But first thing in the spring, I'm going to build a farm stand on a utility trailer I got down in back here. We'll take a walk down and look at it. Now the reason I want to build it on a utility trailer is because we have the Bruntage Point market, which is not really a farmer's market, it's just an all different stuff market. So there's not a lot of farmers that go there. So yeah, very little competition. So I'll be taking it there I'll be able to take it there on Thursday afternoons and evenings next summer. So here's the old trailer down here. The lights work and everything on it. Just wood rotted out on it. So this is a project in the spring, early in the spring, because the chicks will start laying in April or May. So I got till May to get this done. So that gives me about 30 days to do it. I'm going to turn and get all this wood off it, come with a design of some kind to go in this 4x8 trailer. And this is going to be our farm stand, which 6 days a week will be at the end of our driveway. And on Thursdays, I'll take it to the market in the afternoon. So Thursday morning will be open here, and we'll close and move this down in the afternoon to the Brownies Point Market, which is 22 kilometers away. That's about 14 miles for our American friends, and that's another story. Now it's about the metric and the Fahrenheit system, Celsius Fahrenheit. There's a big story about it, but we won't get into that. It's about back when I was in school, the United States decided, hey, we should all go on one system of measurement around the world. And they said, let's go metric. The United States said this, let's go metric. So every country in the world pretty much switched things to metric. And then the United States goes, nah, we're not going to do it. What? They asked every country to do it because they wanted one standard system. The Americans did. So everybody said, yeah, okay, we'll do it. And then the Americans said, nah, we changed our minds after everybody else had switched to metric. Yeah. So thanks, America. No, just kidding. But that's how we end up getting stuck with the metric system. Thank you very much. So I do both. I'm bilingual in that aspect. So that's what we're doing there. We got to get these vlogs cut up. I just moved on out of the way so I can get some work done. Now, another thing in the spring, I want to get turkeys. So I'm probably going to build a turkey tractor and put it right here somewhere. I'm going to get 24 turkeys. I'll just build a turkey tractor. The thing about turkey tractor is they just need a little bit of shelter to keep them out of the weather. And don't worry about the cold weather because they're going to be in the freezer before it gets cold. Too cold for them, so yeah. All right, guys, so I do want to edit videos because I have no idea what it's going to be like. Maybe in the future when I get more organized here on the farm, we will have structured videos. But what I would like to know is, I have 1.88 acres. Look in the previous video. I said I was going to build this big chicken coop up there, which is foolish. So now I'm thinking we'll put an apple orchard up there and a vegetable garden there and up around here, different raised beds up in the back and whatnot. So we've got all kinds of space, about 1.88 acres to put some vegetables and stuff. Down here, we'll probably put a couple over on the lawn here. We cut those trees out, we're putting the 3 greenhouses there. Right beside the house, we might put the half a dozen herb boxes, 12 by 4s, raised beds. So we start growing our herbs and drying them out and all that stuff for our spices. Yeah. So what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments what you would do with this mess. Clean it up, obviously. Well, I'm still getting to it. I'm lamed up. Leave me alone. Give me a break. Yeah, I like to whine once in a while. It's a man thing. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. God bless. Thank you all for the visit. And like, subscribe, and please leave comments, especially like how would you do things? Because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going with the flow and try not to drown. Cheers, everybody, and God bless.